Today I'm going to be playing 9 holes with the Takomo 101T irons and the brand new Takomo Ignis, a nice driver, Ignis nice, and the brand new Ignis D1 driver. This is the next episode of Good Play or Giveaway. The rules are simple. I set a target score, and if I go above that score, I have to give away this brand new set of Takomo 101T irons, and if I go below that score, I get to keep the clubs. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is get this video to 200 likes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and if I don't break that score, I'm going to be giving these away to one of you. Today's target score is 6 over. All right, here we go. Hole 1, Ignis D1, first swing. Gosh, leaking right. Tough. Tough. Okay, first drive with the Ignis D1 felt actually really good. It sounded a little bit weird, a little bit like tingy, metallic-y. I pushed it to the right. I think I might be in play. I might have to punch out, but it felt okay. But use your air. We'll take a few holes before we really have a strong idea on how it feels. Good news is we are not out of bounds. Bad news is we may as well be. We're right behind a tree, still 308 yards away. Just gonna punch out with the 7-iron, try to get something back in play. All right, that's all we could do there. We're gonna have a long way in. Long way in. Tough start. Okay, we are 220 out. I've got the 101T 4-iron here. I love the way this club looks down at the ball. Nice amount of offset, but not too much. Not too chunky, but confidence inspiring. Let's hit a good one. Oh. I recently did this exact same concept with the Takomo 101s. Spoiler alert, I 5-putted on the last hole and ended up giving the entire set away. Congratulations to Jimmy Newt Frog for winning those clubs. One thing about my channel is it's still a small channel, so I buy all these clubs with my own money, so this is literally like a $600 set of irons on the line for today's video. I actually ended up hitting that 4-iron pretty clean. I've got a pitching wedge now. I'm only 56 yards out. I'm basically pin high, but like missed right by like 40 yards, which is not ideal. Just gotta try to put something on the green, get out of here with like a bogey. Pitching wedge is it's a pretty big, chunky looking wedge. All right, simmer. Not a good start, guys. Not a good start at all. We're just off the green. Now today's putter is the Lab Oz 1i. Little side quest, little bonus action here. No matter what happens to my score today, if somehow we get this video to 500 likes, which is a stretch, I'm giving this putter away. Comment below if you want the putter. All right, we're just off the green here, putting for a par. 2-putt, get out of here with the bogey. We'll take that all day. Wait, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. That is absolutely not a gimme. Absolutely not a gimme. All right, we gotta make that. Can't double bogey with the score 6 over. Cannot do that. Big bogey putt here, big bogey putt. Okay, that's huge. We can live with that. Not ideal on a par 5, but we can live with that. Okay, hole 2, we've got a 133-yard par 3. I'm hitting the pitching wedge. It's a little downhill, but it is into the wind, so I'm gonna play it at that number. These clubs are significantly better looking than the 101s. Significantly better looking. Need a par here. Oh. I just flipped it up, got under it a little bit. I think we'll be either on the green or just short of it. Decent contact. I think it just added a little bit too much loft to that. That's on me, and the wind just took it. As I'm driving down here, my hat literally almost flew off. There's so much more wind than I thought, so I'm not actually sure that was too bad of a strike. I think it was just way more wind than I expected. We are short of the green though, so we got a pretty impossible up and down here. Not ideal. Now in retrospect, I definitely should have hit a 9-iron with all that wind. We've got a pitching wedge. We're just gonna try to bump and run. This is a really tough green. Having a solid putt for par here would be a huge win. Go a little. That's not too bad with the pitching wedge. By the way, if you want to watch a review on the Takomo wedges, I have one on my channel. They're really sweet. I don't have them anymore because I gave them away. Anyway, watch that review. All right, Let's put this Labaw's one eye to the test. Reminder, 500 likes and somebody gets this putter. No ifs and or buts. I think it's gonna be pretty fast downhill putt here. This is a really big putt, man. These 9 holes I'm playing, there's some testers coming up, and the first 2 holes are the easiest, so to go 2 over would be pretty brutal. Oh no. You know, that's one thing I hate about this putter. I feel like the speed control is like impossible. You know, when I woke up today, I didn't think I'd be having two 6 to 8 foot testers for a bogey on hole 1 and 2, but this is an absolute must make putt. Okay. All right, 2 over. That means we only have 4 strokes to play with through the next 7 holes. So I need a par on this next hole. I need a par. One thing I really enjoy about Takomo is they use really nice materials in their clubs, or components I should say. They come with a lambkin grip, which I'm a huge fan of, and a KBS Tour. I got the 130X shaft. Now the 101Ts are relatively strong lofted, so this 5 iron is actually 25 degrees of loft, so definitely a little bit of loft jacking going on. They've got a decent amount of offset too. I'm not personally a big fan of offset. It kind of messes with my eye, but if you're somebody who really struggles with that right miss, you might really love this. All right, here we go. Oh, that felt so pure. Nice little draw, should kick right. Yeah, that's great. That felt phenomenal. Wow. Wow. Now the 101Ts are a hollow body iron, so there's a lot of technology and a lot of different components moving around behind the scenes in that club head. One of the things I really like about how they look though is you never necessarily know. Takomo actually prides itself on the whole Scandinavian design, so it's gonna look clean and sharp and simple, but it is a hollow body head, and there is actually a lot of technology in that club head, which a lot of times clubs like that I don't think feel very good. Some of the shots I've hit today, I can't even judge the feel because they've just been bad strikes. That was the first iron I've pured. That felt better than I expected. The 101s did not feel good. I actually really disliked the 101s. They felt cheap and hollow. 101Ts, man, off to a much better start. All right, that 5 iron went 198 yards, which I'm very pleased with. I've been playing blades lately, which I shouldn't be, but I am because it's fun and they're pretty and they're Rory's blades. My 5 iron does not go 200 yards with those, so this is nice. I've got a pitching wedge now. We're 115 out. It's gonna be like a 3/4 swing. Pitching wedge is 46 degrees aloft, so again, definitely on the stronger lofted side. And this only has 1.6 degrees of offset, so as the clubs get shorter, the offset gets a little bit less dramatic. All right, nice and easy swing. Pretty solid. Should kick right. Okay, a little long, which is not a surprise. I don't really practice a half pitching wedge swing very often, but we're on the green, we're dancing. We got a birdie look. And don't get me wrong, I'd love a birdie, but the way I'm playing right now and the start I've gotten off to and the holes that are coming up, I just want to 2-putt this for a par. All I care about. All right, come on, speed control. Simmer. I hate this putter. I hope one of y'all win this. I hope this gets to 500 likes. This putter, absolutely hate this putter. Okay, must make this for a par. Here we go. That's another bogey. Pathetic bogey. Okay, we're 3 over through 3, which is nightmare fuel. I only have 3 strokes to play with for the next 6 holes, and there are some really challenging holes coming up. That said, I'm really excited to hit this Ignis D1 again. Real quick, I got this in a 9 degree in a Ventus 6X Fujikura shaft. Once again, lambkin grip. I love how this driver looks. It's like a matte, sleek black finish down at the ball. I'm a fan of simple and clean, and this is simple and clean. It looks so similar to the Kirkland driver. I'm actually gonna be comparing those head to head, but let's see how we do here. Hit that a little bit low, a little bit heely. We're gonna get away with it. They say this is forgiving. That looked forgiving. By the way, this driver was $319 brand new, which is a lot of money, but for a driver, that is not a lot of money. I recently got fitted into a QI35 with this TX shaft. Whole thing cost me $1,000. $1,000. $319 for that. Really impressive. The Kirkland driver though, which I played with recently, and I'll be once again reviewing him head to head, $219. So the levels to this. For a drive that I struck that poorly to go 275 yards and just be left of the fairway a little bit, we'll take that. I hate how it sounds though. I don't like that driver's sound. Okay, we've got a 9-iron, we're 145 out. The offset on this clubs is something I'm so not used to. It's really hard for me to commit to these shots visually because I feel like they're gonna just go left so hard. It's almost like I overcompensate for that in my swing and push them right, but we're gonna try to not miss right for once. Oh, that looks really good. Maybe that's the key. Finish the swing. Don't worry about it going left. That was a dart. All right, always fix your divots. Take care of the course. Course will take care of you. Take care of the course. Course will take care of you. We've got a good look at birdie here. Getting a stroke back would be just game changing. Game changing. Come on, you stupid putter. Hate you. Hate you so much. Yeah, that's a really bad putt. I hate this putter. If you're asking why I'm using it, it's because I'm doing a review on it. Would not game this in a million years. Anyway, that's a par, and that's huge to get back on track. Now, you've probably seen Takomo all over YouTube, all over the internet. They've got some of the biggest names in YouTube golf on their payroll. One of the things that's been frustrating for me is I've like tried to get honest, unbiased reviews at Takomo. They're impossible to find, man. Like everyone that's talking about these clubs, besides like Rick Shields, has some kind of relationship, some kind of financial incentive to be like really, really positive about Takomo. So my goal is to give you like an honest review and talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is good, but there is bad and ugly. No one's talking about the bad and the ugly. We're gonna talk about it. One thing that's undeniably good is the way this driver looks. I'm a huge fan. We've got a 430-yard par 4. Just need to hit a nice, easy, good drive. Oh! Dead center fairway. We love that. That was great. That was great. Now, one of the biggest downsides to Takomo, and I'm experiencing it in real time, you can't get fit for these clubs and you can't go and try them out. Like that shaft, it's nice. That is way too light of a shaft for me. Every time I take that back on the driver swing, I feel like I have zero idea where the club head is. I like a heavy, really stiff shaft.
That's what she said.
You don't have the option to go figure that out and go test it out before you buy it, and you can't really return the clubs. It's kind of a flawed system. I love the whole direct-to-consumer model because you can cut out so much cost and make it more affordable, but there is a lot of value in being able to test something out, see how you like it. Does it look good down at the ball? Do you like how it feels? It's a little bit scary to like online shop for clubs that you've never tested. It's not like you can just Amazon return like you can with clothes. Bit of a flaw in the system. The drive went 285 yards, which is a little disappointing. I thought I pured it. I promised you when I pure my normal driver, it goes over 300. That like 1 out of 20 times when I pure it. Leaves a little bit to be desired distance-wise. Nonetheless, we've got a great look at the green here. We've got 150 to the back, 135 middle. I've got that same 9-iron. Gonna literally try to replicate that exact same swing from the last hole. So don't be scared of it going left. Come back a little bit short. All right, we're dancing. I think I flicked that out to the right again. A little bit flippy with the hands. We're on the green. Definitely a very forgiving club. I think I caught that. Yeah, wow. I caught that way out of the toe. You can see the Sharpie mark. But we got away with one. So it's one of the things about 101 tees or game improvement irons like this is you can get away with the hit like that and we're still on the green instead of being 20 yards short. So it's impressive. Okay, this is technically a green in regulation, but it may as well not be because I'm about, by the way, take care of the course. Course will take care of you. Take care of the course. Course will take care of you. I'm like 500 feet away. Not actually, but this is probably a good 100-foot putt up and over a hill with a putter I hate. 2-putt here would be a miracle. Woefully short. Woefully short. Okay, honestly at this point I just want a 2-putt now to get a bogey. This is so bad. This is the worst. Okay, granted, a lot of that's my fault, but like this putter just does not agree with me. Maybe it'll agree with you. Make sure you hit that like button. I can't emphasize enough how important this putt is. The holes that are coming up are some of the toughest on the course. If I double bogey a hole that I was technically on the green in regulation, you are a $500 putter. Make it go in the hole. In the hole. Okay. You see what I did with my hand there? I was like, okay, that was weird. Tough bogey, not exactly what you want when you hit two pretty decent shots, but it's gonna come down to the wire today. It's gonna come down to the absolute wire. All right, little tidbit on what Takomo says about these clubs. The Takomo 101 shares the clean looks of game improvement with the 101, but with a few new tricks. Smaller 431 stainless steel body hides a weighting system that complements the hollow body design, finding the perfect balance of feel, forgiveness, and a spring-like energy transfer. And that is something I want to talk about. Now, the whole idea of game improvement or player improvement irons, it makes a ton of sense to me, right? It's a hard sport. It's hard enough to play. Let's get you a club in your hands that helps you get the ball go in the right direction with a little bit of speed behind it. The problem that I've found with clubs like this or the 790 or the 101 or even the Kirkland irons that I've reviewed or pretty much any game improvement iron is that spring-like feel they describe. Now, here's the problem. When you strike it off the heel or the toe, the forgiveness is phenomenal, right? You get away with your mishits. But when you really pure these clubs, it feels like the ball has a spring-like effect, just like they say. The problem with that is sometimes with these clubs, you hit the shot you actually want to hit and you end up 15 or 20 yards long just out of nowhere. I think if you play clubs like this, you probably can relate to what I just described. So it's like this give or take. It's like you want the forgiveness off the mis-centered hits, but then you kind of get punished for the ones that you really pure. I've recently been playing the Roars Proto irons, which are like a tiny blade. They are not forgiving at all. And if you mishit it, you definitely come up short. But I have gotten absolutely zero of those jumpers or spring-like effects that just fly over the green. To me, there's nothing more frustrating than hitting the shot you want and getting punished. I'm cool with getting punished for the bad hits, but when you hit it well and you get a flyer or a spring-like trampoline effect, dude, I hate that. You do have that spring-like effect and you are gonna get some of those balls that just jump off the club face and end up not going where you want. That being said, we've got 129 yards to the front. We've got a 9-iron here. Gonna need to get a par here, honestly. Honestly need to. Oh, that looks good. Nice shot. All right, we are pin high just to the right. Really good feeling strike there. 4 over, got 2 strokes to play with. This is hole 6 and we're on in reg. All I wanna do is get out of here with a par. This is not a very easy putt and my confidence with this putter has dwindled quickly. So I'm just gonna try to lag one down there and have hopefully a tap in. Let's go! Oh! Let's go! You have no idea how important that was. This next hole literally has residency in my head. It's the #1 handicap hole. I've literally parred it like once in my life. So to get a stroke back there on a bomb of a birdie putt, I don't want to give these irons away, man. I'm spending so much money on this channel. Way too much money on this channel. That set of irons cost me $589. This driver, $319. Plus shipping and everything, it ended up being like around $1,000. To get that nice of a set of clubs for $1,000, it's less than a set of irons from a big box brand. It's less than I paid for my stupid driver. The value is inarguable. That's just a really good price. What's interesting though is there's a lot of other competitors popping up in the space. Vice is making irons now. Ram is making irons now. Haywood's making irons now. So really good value, but it's not the only value option anymore. So hopefully I get to test some of those other clubs. Anyway, like I said, #1 handicap. This is a 570 yard par 5. It is a super, wow. All right, guys, you got to water this ground sometime. Okay. My gosh. Okay. Whoever gets this driver is going to have a dent in it. 570 yard par 5, little narrow landing area. It's all about the tee shot on this hole. I've got 3 strokes to play with for the rest of the round. And I duck hooked it to the left. Okay, we're in play, but that is a terrible swing. I came straight across it. I have no confidence on this hole. I told you it has a literal residency in my head. Now that was just a bad swing overall. I have to say though, as much as I'm impressed with the driver, that driver shaft combo is not for me. If I was a normal customer, what a bummer to order it and spend, you know, $319 plus shipping and everything, and then to realize like it's not the right setup and you're just kind of out of luck. That's the biggest downside, man, is like those direct-to-consumer brands, you take on a lot of risk and then you're kind of screwed. But anyway, we're in play, gonna have to scramble here. We're in a bit of a pickle here. I've got 300 yards left. Got sticks behind my golf ball. We're on the left side of the fairway. There's a million trees in the way to go back onto the fairway. I could also just play this left side, but it's OB. the stakes there. So I think what I'm gonna do is just try to punch a 4-iron straight ahead, stay on the left side of the cart path, but not go OB. This has bad idea written all over it, but you know, not to beat a dead horse, but I love how the long irons look down at the ball. I really do. They look, I think it's because like I like a little bit slimmer profile. So these look more like what I'm used to playing. This looks like a 7-iron, even though it's a 4-iron, but the wedges and the shorter irons just look a little too chunky for me. All right, try to punch one down there, stay in play, hopefully have a shot at it on the 3rd shot in. Oh, that was exactly what I wanted to do. There was one problemo. It hit the one branch that could f up everything. The one branch. I thought trees were 90% air, and I find the 10% seemingly every time. All right, we're in play though. You know, I haven't even been near the fairway on this hole, but somehow, some way, we've got a shot at being on in regulation. I just got to go over these trees and land it on. 157. I've got an 8-iron. I think this should just be relatively stock shot. Oh, go over. I found the 10% again. I thought for sure that would go high enough. Dang it. 90% air my ass, dude. We got to get up and down. All right, we're still 46 yards short. I'm going to try to punch one on with the pitching wedge and get up and down. The reality is, though, if I get this on, we 2-putt. We're still in the money. Still have some strokes to play with. Safe shot here. Oh, no. Bite. I just thinned it way over the green. It's like half club review, like half sit around and watch this freaking idiot play golf, but hopefully it's relatable, man. I know most of us out there are not George Bryan and Grant Horvat, and most of us suck. So hopefully this is relatable, because I still suck. Well, to say I put myself in a vulnerable position here is an understatement. I have a brutal downhill putt off the green. I'm using a putter because this is Texas, so this is my wedge. If I could 2-putt this and get out of here with a bogey, I will cry tears of joy. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. I don't love that. I don't hate that at all. We've got a chance. Oh, I need this bogey. Okay. About 8 feet for the bogey. Let's go! Oh, I thought I pulled that, but that worked out. Let's go. 2 holes left. We've got a long par 3, which has eaten my lunch many times. And then we got a pretty easy par 4. I just need to go 2 over through these next 2 holes, and I get to keep these clubs. One good shot here, and I'll like our chances. 190 yards. You don't want to go long at all. You're dead. We got a 6-iron. Oh my gosh. No. Those springers. Granted, I pulled that. I hit it pure, but I pulled the out of that. And that thing went 20 yards long, 60 yards left. Oh, I'm in big trouble. I hate that shot. I hate that trampoline effect. It's like it's already going to be a bad shot, but you end up with a literal disaster. Let's take a minute to orient you on where we are on the golf course. We're 80 yards left of the hole. That ball went 80 yards left. I've got a pitching wedge. I'm just gonna try to get something remotely close, try to get out of here with the bogey. Oh, that's pretty good. Yep, 10% tree. Okay, we're just short of the green. Pretty good. You know, I can't get over how much that shot pisses me off though. Like, I understand the appeal to game improvement and people need them, and I should probably be playing them. I shouldn't be playing the clubs I play, but like, sometimes those misses are just so accentuated. When you pull it, you hit it pure. There's no circumstance in which I hit my Roars irons and end up 80 yards left. It's just weirdly punitive, and I feel like no one talks about that with those clubs. Everyone just talks about how forgiving they are, but it's like, what about those shots that you just tug a little bit or push a little bit and you end up like borderline out of play? That shot pisses me off. Anyway, got a chance for a par. Actually got quite lucky that got through the tree for the most part. We're just off the green here. Pretty decent shot from 80 yards over a tree with a pitching wedge. Got to look at a par here. That's a great putt. I'm so happy with that. Get out of here with a bogey after all that. We'll take that. All I have to do is bogey this last hole. Seems easy enough, right? You'd think. Let me know if I'm just like on a weird soapbox or if I'm just totally in the wrong here, but I feel like everyone talks about player improvement, forgiveness, 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 more distance. Like there are drawbacks. No one talks about the drawbacks, and like people act like unless you're a single digit handicap, you just automatically need to be playing these big, chunky, forgiving clubs. I think I'm in disagreement. Maybe this is the hill I'll die on. Everyone needs a hill. Maybe I found mine. What a non-impactful thing to be passionate about. Anyway, final hole, relatively straightforward, 370 yard par 4, pretty open fairway. Right is better than left. We got the Ignis driver again. Ignis thing nice. So dumb, dude. Nice smooth golf swing here. Oh no, that is a mile to the right. Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. Oh my gosh, we just made this so much harder than it needed to be. Again, I'm gonna sound so repetitive. Like the driver's fine, the driver's nice. The shaft just not for me. I feel like I'm just guessing at when the club head's gonna come through. It's just too light. I'd love to test this with a shaft that I'd actually play. I still generally think, especially for the price, like that's a really, really nice driver. Just that combo is, granted, I miss all the time with any club, but like it's not for me. Now, if I were to write a script for how to make this a entertaining video, can't do much better than this. I, in all my infinite wisdom, hit that ball into the hazard. So I have to take a drop, meaning I'm hitting. Yep, that happens at least once a video. Anyway, what I was saying, in my infinite wisdom, I hit an OB, have to take a drop. Thankfully, it's just one stroke because this is hazard. I'm 145 out. I've got a 9-iron, and I have to get on the green and 2-putt to keep the clubs. Okay. I mean, I hope this thing is durable, dude. This is terrible. Don't fall. Don't fall. I'll be right back. Just throw a dart. Don't fall. All right, here we go. Wind's going right, working against me. If this is any indication of how this golf shot's gonna go, oh gosh, this is the world's longest golf clip. You know how hard it is to focus after all this? Okay, come on. Oh, I pulled it. Gosh, dang it. Thought it was gonna go right on me with that lie, so I overcorrected and I yanked it. We gotta get up and down. It all comes down to this. We are to the left of the green. I have to get up and down, downhill green with a pitching wedge. That's a colossal choke job on this hole. I still have a chance, but that is a US Scotty Scheffler 18th hole Ryder Cup Saturday type choke job. Oh, that's really good. Go in. Okay. Oh, we have a chance. That was a clutch chip. We have a chance. One putt for all the marbles. Hey, this is it. If I make this putt, I keep these clubs. If I miss this, these clubs are yours as soon as this video gets to 200 likes. No pressure, dude. Up and down to shoot exactly 6 over with a pitching wedge and a putter that I hate. Come on. Now let me wrap up some thoughts. Real quick reminder, if this video gets to 500 likes, you still have a chance to win the Lab Odds 1-eye putter. So please hit that like button.